and welcome to the December edition of I'm Still In. It's that most wonderful time of the year again, and for me, with it comes holly jolly memories. One of my favorite holiday stories is about my work family many years ago. The entire school staff came together to decorate and bring in our favorite dishes for a very special holiday breakfast. I recall arriving at the school at 6 a.m. and being absolutely mesmerized by the candles glowing through the windows, while the rest of the school sat in darkness. There was the hustle and bustle of staff preparing their finishing touches while the Christmas tree lights twinkled. Now, many years later, we continue coming together annually to catch up and feel connected, to take a bite of that favorite food and savor the memories that meal takes you back to. Whether it's a loved one's table or, for me, back to a favorite work potluck, those yummy recipes from great cooks and everyone showing off their best dish. Our retiree council meetings remind me of those work events. Reconnecting with former co-workers and friends is my favorite part of the holiday season. I can't wait to make the lemon pasta District H Director Jim Binion and District C Director Jill Scott created at our CSEA Retiree Leadership Conference earlier this fall. I think CSEA events add that element of family. We were work family then when we worked at our sites, and I know I want that to keep going at my retiree meetings. I still make a great corn salad with the recipe I got from a CSEA event, compliments of our member benefits coordinator, Deb Jackins. These recipes are available in the video description below. Why not email a former coworker today for that great tasting casserole, dessert, or salad? This will give you an opportunity to spread your holiday cheer and reconnect. Speaking of connecting, this year I have highlighted some of the directors from your Retiree Unit Executive Board. This month I am proud to showcase Sandy Valadez, the new director of District I on the Rube. Let's hear what she has to say.
Hello, I'm Sandy Valadez. I'm the Retiree Unit District I Director. And District I goes from Los Angeles to Paso Robles. It's a beautiful area. I really love it. We have urban density, then driving up the coast in those beautiful little coastal communities and rolling hills. I was going to say green, but they're not always green. All the way up to Paso, and they're great people and great school districts to work with. I was a member for about 38 years. I worked in the Burbank Unified School District, and I've been retired for 5 years. Before I retired, I was in a high school in the discipline office as the secretary. I learned so many strange and unusual things. I could write a book, but you don't do that because you don't tell about those things. So it was an interesting position. Before that, I worked in junior high, I worked in high school and elementary. Junior high was the most fun. I really like those kids. They're interesting. They wear their hearts on their sleeve. You know, they'll go, "He's looking at me, what should I do?" When they're in high school, they're too cool for that. But that's a fun age to work with. In CSEA, I was in 5 different committees, on 5 different committees. I was the chair of the legislative committee for a while, and the political arm of CSEA is really where my heart is. At retirement, I was on the Pre-Retirement Resources Committee, and then I stayed on that for a couple of years after I retired, and then this position became open, so I ran for it, and now I'm on the Retiree Board. I really like the opportunity to represent District I. They have great attitudes. These people are active and they get involved and they contribute. There are different things for people to do, and we're always learning, bringing speakers, bringing information. I really appreciate the opportunity to contribute. I want to be a helper. I want to help, and hopefully that's what I can do being on the Retiree Board. One thing that surprised me when I got on the board was all the other activities a director is involved in. I just thought I go to the council meetings, I keep them informed, but there's so much more. I've been involved in CARA, California Alliance for Retired Americans. I went to their conference. I've been helping on some pre-retirement committee activities. I've been in some programs with CalPERS, going to some of their trainings and participating in some of their Zoom meetings. I just drove up to San Luis Obispo to their first in-person meeting. They met at a coffee shop. They had a nice meal together. I was excited to be back to a live meeting, but so were they. So it made for a really neat meeting, and that was really a lot of fun. So I want to thank Martha. You made me feel so welcome and so comfortable, and gave me a lot of help and provided me with a lot of helpers. Everybody on the board has just been so welcoming to me. It's really great. And thank you for including me today. And now back to you.
I hope you enjoyed having the chance to learn more about Sandy. Another opportunity for you to connect with others is by attending council meetings where you can now meet in person. All are welcome to attend retiree council meetings, and while we don't require proof of vaccination, we encourage all members to be fully vaccinated and get your booster shot. Remember that even though we can now meet face-to-face, it is important to continue following all the safety protocols to minimize the spread of COVID-19. When you do attend, mask up, social distance, and make sure to wash and sanitize your hands when possible. And please stay home if you aren't feeling well or have recently been around others who are sick. It is annual cold and flu season, in addition to a new COVID variant that is spreading. This is causing limited attendance at events, gatherings, and travel, and in some instances, even cancellations. Even still, there is so much to be thankful for this time of year. I know I am grateful for the more than 11,750 members that make up the retiree unit. We want to continue seeing this number grow, so we are pushing forward with recruitment efforts. I recently listened to some great success stories from our recruitment chair, District F Director Susan Adams, about the connections members make at CSEA council meetings. It is great to hear of former co-workers catching up with each other. Whatever the reason you joined CSEA Retiring Unit, your next step of membership is to go back and ask some of your co-workers to join. Who else left the district at the same time you did? Give them a call and invite them to join. For a mere $3 per month, there are many different benefits you can let them know they will receive. For example, by joining, they can keep their accidental death and dismemberment $5,000 insurance policy. And they also have access to no-cost college degrees for their whole family, whether they live in-state or out-of-state. Help navigating Medicare benefits, a legal referral program, and should the need arise, the Humanitarian and Emergency Assistance Fund. Additionally, CSEA offers discounted rates to a variety of amusement parks and attractions. Most importantly, they will be able to meet up with you at a future council meeting and share in person that favorite story or recipe. All it takes is a minute of your time to send a link to the electronic application at www.csea.com/retiree to a few friends. All retirees also receive issues of CSEA's retiree newsletter sent 4 times a year, right to their home. The fall 2021 issue was recently released, and it featured many captivating and useful stories. The cover article highlighted our strength in unity that was demonstrated with the victorious CalPERS election this fall, when many of you volunteered to phone bank for CSEA-endorsed Jose Luis Pacheco and David Miller. In total, almost 1,000 retirees, members, and staff participated in the campaign. This huge show of support was incredible, and because of these efforts, CSEA member Pacheco earned a seat and Miller retained his position on the CalPERS Board of Administration. Every retiree knows at least one person still working in public education. Members still working need to have a CalPERS Power of Attorney on file so they can have someone in their life help them with retirement if they become ill. This last year, I have worked with many long-term CSEA members getting ready to retire and join the retiree unit only to be struck by illness or injury and unable to act on their own behalf. For active members, the issues can be major. For us retirees, CalPERS Power of Attorney has the benefits of providing someone who can call CalPERS to change my bank account, update information, or help with other minor issues. If you know an active member close to retirement, I urge you to reach out during this holiday season. Remind them of the importance of having their CalPERS Power of Attorney on file so they can retire safely, and then remind them to join the CSEA retirees. If you or other members have questions on the important role Power of Attorney plays in your retirement, you can contact CalPERS board member Rob Fechner at rob.fechner@calpers.ca.gov. Well, that's all for now. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, safely making new memories with loved ones and friends, and enjoying the traditions of the past. I can't wait to see what we accomplish together in 2022. After all, remember, I may be retired, but I'm still in.